Hi everyone, I'm really excited today because I am making a monthly empties video. So I used to make these every single month. I have a whole playlist which I'll link down below, and then I kind of got out of the habit of making them. I stopped buying as much makeup, and I just kind of was like, I don't really want to use it. And I have my monthly makeup bag series, which I'll also link down below, because that has helped me use so much more makeup and really get a lot of good use out of my makeup collection, and I love it. And I highly recommend, if you are feeling overwhelmed by your makeup or you find that it takes too long to get ready or something, do that. Do a monthly makeup bag. And then it's funny because the way I do it is I only do it for so long, and then I get full range of my collection. And I find that once I get full range of my collection, I use everything so much more. I probably have had a week and a half where I wasn't in my monthly makeup bag. I could use whatever I wanted, and I used a different eyeshadow palette every single day, which is really good, and it does make you have better use out of your entire collection. So I felt like it was just redundant, and I just really wasn't that excited about it. But this month at least I have a bunch to show you. Some of these have been kind of a long time favorite because, again, I haven't made a monthly favorites video in forever, and some of these are newer, but I just want to get into it and talk about it. So talk about makeup first. I do have kind of a lot of everything, and so yeah, so I have a couple of eyeshadows. So I am project panning, which, let's just go ahead and say, is a favorite. I love project panning. I used to be really into it, and then I got out of the habit, and I just think it's so much fun. I think it's so exciting to see use out of things. When you hit pan on something, it's so exciting, and I just love it. I think that's kind of why I've been shopping more, which I guess is different than what you would think, because it's like I'm getting use out of my products. I'm using things up. You will see, I think I'll be posting my empties on Sunday instead of on Saturday because of just the way my work schedule is going. But it's just like I've used up so much stuff this month, and I think it's because I've been just re-inspired by project panning and my new makeup buying plan, which I'll link that video down below. But I'm putting a monetary value to things, and I think that's great, and I think that's really inspiring me to use things up. So I'm just really excited about my entire collection and getting use out of it and using some of it up. So that being said, I'm going to show you some pretty new products that don't have very much use at all. And the first is actually from MAC. Now, I had a MAC eyeshadow palette. It was in my bottom 5 eyeshadow palettes. I'll link that video below in case you're interested in seeing it. But it was their seasonal Nutcracker Sweet one. I'll show you. It was the one from their holiday collection. Beautiful packaging. The eyeshadows kind of suck, honestly. I did a video reviewing it, so I'll link that video down below too. So I was kind of hesitant to try MAC, but I'm really bad, and she'll see because I'm going to post a haul soon, about when I go into stores, I end up buying things. So I try to shop a lot online, and you can get better deals, honestly. But I really just decided I wanted a quad. I really bought this quad because I wanted Stars and Rockets. I saw someone use Stars and Rockets a long time ago. That's this purple, and I've just wanted it ever since. And I do like that shade a lot, but my favorite, it's on my lid today, is actually this blue shade in the shade Tilt. And these are pro shadows, so they're $6 a piece. It's like a nice light blue with a little bit of gold. It doesn't swatch like that much. It swatches really unique, so I bought it. But then this was one that I bought, and then I got home and I was like, did I just get overly excited? Am I really gonna want to use that? Is that really that great? And on the lid, I think it's magical. I really like the look it comes out with today. I really like the look I came up with the other day using it. I just think it's awesome. I think it's a very unique shade, and I think it's just pretty, and I like it. Now, I did get a couple of eyeshadow palettes this month, and I've enjoyed all of them, but if I had to say my favorite, the one that I've gotten the most use out of, it's actually the Urban Decay Electric palette. This is on sale right now. I highly recommend you go get it, but it's full retail value because that's how I do it on my channel. It's $49, and it's so pretty, so pretty. And the reason why I chose this over, say, the Pastel Goth palette or something is because I find myself reaching for this all the time. Not necessarily to do a full look, but it's like, oh, actually, I want a purple to blend something out. Let me grab my electric palette. Ooh, I need a hot pink. Let me grab my electric palette. If you want some yellow, let me grab my electric palette. I just feel like I've gotten so much use out of this, and I haven't even had it a month. But you know, I think you can see that there's powder everywhere. I did dig my finger into the shade Freak on accident. I was very agitated about that because it's one of my favorite shades. But you know, let's be honest, it's gonna last me 75 years anyway. So I just think it's a lot of fun. I think I can get a lot of good use out of it. I had a whole Urban Decay electric palette week on my channel. I did a review. I did a Do You Really Need It? I did a This or That, and I did a tutorial. All 4 will be linked down below in case any of that sounds interesting to you. I love it, and I think that I'm really glad I have it. I think even though I do have a ton of colorful eyeshadow in my collection, this still has a special spot, which is kind of what everyone said. Everyone said, if you love color, you need it. If you love color, you need it. I love it. I'm really glad I have it. And my last eyeshadow is, you know, MAC is not drugstore, but $6. It's pretty good, and it's actually cheaper than this product, which is an H&M single. I did post a video all about H&M eyeshadows on Monday, so I'll link that one below as well. And I've just been getting a lot of use out of them. I kind of discovered them. John got some for me. He actually got this one for me, and I just think they're gorgeous. And I think they've got a lot of cool shades. They're $6.99 a piece, which is pretty comparable to drugstore. This shade specifically is my favorite, and it's Over the Moon. Well, it's one of my favorites. I have a couple of favorites, but if you have watched my channel for a while, you know silver eyeshadow is one of my favorites. Does that not just look like molten, like lava, or like silver lava, like you just put some like liquid aluminum on? Even though, you know, it like balls up, it's hydrophobic, but you know, or not hydrophobic, but anyway. It's just beautiful. It's so shimmery. I put it on the lids and I'm just like, yes, yes, give me that silver. I just love it. I think that's gorgeous. I think it's unique, and I think it's $6.99, so you should go buy it. Like, if you've been looking for a silver, I don't know if this is my favorite, but it's up there. It's one of my favorites. It quickly jumped. So then I actually have a couple of products. I've been panning, like I said, and so I don't have a ton of makeup. But I do have these eyeliners, which I'm actually panning these two because they're some of my oldest eyeliners in my collection. And the brown one is dried up because the lid broke, so I switched lids. But these two are not dried up. And if you can see, I took a shower, so I think it's finally gone. These last forever. They're the Rimmel Scandaleyes. They're $3.99 a piece at Ulta. I do use Ulta prices because that's where I buy most of my drugstore makeup when it's on sale, of course. But just like, let me just show you. It's insane. It lasts all day long. They're gorgeous. And I have a lot of different kind of higher end eyeliners. Not higher end drugstore, that's oxymoronic. And I was like, I really love them and I think they're great. But coming back to these, because these had a heyday on my channel and kind of on everyone's channel, they were really hyped up. And coming back, I realized these are amazing. And I can honestly say, at least at this point, I don't see why you need a high-end eyeliner, unless it's a different color. If you want a really colorful eyeliner, and this they only have like 4 or 5 shades in here, then by all means, go get yourself a colorful one. I really like the Stila Stay All Day for that. I've done a review of those. It'll be linked down below. I think the color ones are great. But if you want like a neutral eyeliner, these are amazing. Love them. And then I have 2 lip products. Funnily enough, both of these were like coupon codes. This is the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Lipstick. I love this. I think it's an excellent formula. I have a couple of shades. This one specifically is probably my favorite that I have right now, and it's Venizia, number 14. And it's a bright orange. Like, we're talking, you're making a statement with that lip. It dries down completely matte. It stays on your lips so long. When I was eating, it does wear off, which is normal, obviously. But I felt like it wore off nicely. It didn't just give you like a ring around your lip, which I hate. And it also, like, I didn't like have to scrub my lips to reapply, because I feel like sometimes with liquid lipsticks, you can't just reapply it. Because if you just reapply it without like taking care of your lips and making sure it's all off, then it just looks gross. I didn't have to do that. I was just like, okay, we're fading. We just ate lunch. Put it on, and I love it. It's definitely a statement color. They have a lot of other shades. At this moment, I don't know if it's still up, but at this exact moment, It's actually one of the coupon codes in the shade Patina. You can get one of these. I highly recommend that. If you never tried that formula, I think it's great. The other one, and it wasn't a coupon code, it was a 100-point perk. The other one was another 100-point perk, and it is the Bite Beauty Matte Cream Lip Crown in the shade Pastille. This is just beautiful. This formulation is so nice. It's so creamy. It's very matte. But this shade, it's like a deep purple, but it's not too purple. It's very wearable. It's definitely not just like a mauve. I mean, that's straight up purple, but it's very wearable. It's gorgeous on the lips. I think it'll look beautiful on anyone. Matte lips, if you like that, but you don't want to be dried out like a liquid lipstick, I can't recommend that enough. I love it. All right, and then we're gonna go, I have 3 makeup brushes, which I never mentioned makeup brushes on my channel. This I just got recently in a Ipsy bag, and it is the Luxie Beauty Blush Brush number 514. I don't use it for blush. I use the contour. I actually have another Luxie Beauty brush. This is the large angle 504. This is what I use for blush, as you can tell. This I love for powder. So I am panning a loose powder, and it's kind of thick, and I don't really love it. But with this, it's just so sweepy. If you can tell, these bristles are really long, and it's so soft. So it's really sweepy. So you're just like, woo, and you don't. It's kind of a nice way to like do a finishing powder. It's something that you want a very light layer of. You don't want to be like pounding it on. You just want a very light layer. So you just like, love this. I think that's really great. And it costs $18. This brush is $12, and I also got this in my Ipsy bag this month, and it is by, I don't know how to say this brand. I'm going to say Beau Gachis, but I don't know if that's true or not. That's just how I'm going to say it. It's 2 words. It'll be listed down below. This is their blending, or their tapered blending brush. It's a $12 brush, and it is great. I use it every day. I'm using the, what do you call it? Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. I keep mentioning Project Pan. My Project Pan playlist was listed below, because I haven't said that. And I use it to put that in the crease and just kind of blend it out. It just blends everything so nicely. It's so soft, and it's just great. It's perfect, and I love it. It's the perfect size for my eyes, and I do think I have smaller eyes. And I actually felt the need to make a full video about these brushes. This one's my favorite of all the ones I have. They're the Urban Decay brushes that come with your palettes. I'm so excited I can't even breathe. I love these brushes. This is probably a little dramatic, but I went on their website to compare them to the brushes that they actually sell, and it is double-ended. So I tried to find their like flat shader and their blending brush, and if you add the price of those together, it's $50. It's just free with your palette, and it's just so nice. This flat shader is gonna pack all the eyeshadow on your eyelids, all of it in the world will be on your eyelids with this shader. This blending one, this one specifically is for the Urban Decay Spectrum palette, and it has a more dense blending brush than some of the other ones. It's just so nice, and you're just like, let me just blend out some eyeshadow. It's gonna pedal out on it. It doesn't blend quite as nicely as this Beau Gachis one, but it applies a lot more product, so it depends on what you're looking for. If you have an Urban Decay palette with a brush and you haven't used it, get on it. I made a whole video about them. I'll link it below. It's amazing. Alright, and then I've got 2 scents, well, 1 scent really. And it is a newer scent, and it's by Elizabeth and James, and it is their Nirvana Bourbon. I love the Nirvana Black. The Nirvana Black is my all-time favorite perfume. I think it's just enough sweet and depth. It's just great. My boyfriend does not like sweet scents, and he likes this. Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. If you said you can only use one perfume for the rest of your life, it would be this. But bourbon, I'm gonna put some on. I need to put some on. It's got that same depth, but it's not quite as deep. It's like, okay, if you want to go for this, and like this is like a very deep nighttime wintry shade. This is like, it's still deep, or scent, excuse me, it's still deep, but it's a little more daytime appropriate. It's got this like sweetness, but it's still a lot of depth. It's really good. I really like it. I do like black better, so if you're debating between the two, I recommend black. But I like bourbon. I hate rose. Ugh, hate it. Then I have 2 skincare items, and one is kind of bougie. It's the Shiseido cotton pads. I know. People talk about them and you're like, shut up. Like, it's not that good. These are $10, but you get 165 sheets, and I can use 1 sheet and take off all of my makeup. Yes, I think I've said this many times on my channel, but in case you're new, my boyfriend and I call this getting hookered up, because some days I wear a lot of makeup. I can still get it all off with 1 of these. And because of that, I don't like, when I just like put my toner on, I don't like just using 1 of these, because I'm like, it's kind of wasteful. Cut them in half. And these last so long. And I think they're going to last me a lot longer than Sephora brand ones. And I think they'll also last me longer than like my normal ones. And they're a lot softer and they're nicer. And $10, if it's going to last you like, I'm going to say it's probably going to last me 3 months, this bag. If it lasts you 3 months for $10, you can afford it. The other one, I can't afford this, and it makes me sad. It's the Sunday Riley Good Genes Lactic Acid Treatment. I got this as a coupon code, and everyone talks about Sunday Riley's, and this is one of her very famous products. And if you get one of these samples, it's valued at $17.85. It's a good value. And I was using it, and I was like, it's fine. You know, it's good. Would I pay $110 for a full size? No. It's not that good. Then I ran out of it. Stopped using it. And my skin is like, excuse me, where's Good Genes? I've gotten so many compliments on my skin recently. And not, I don't mean like right now I've got makeup on, obviously. But I work at as a lifeguard. I don't wear makeup to a lifeguard. I went makeup shopping a few times this month. And every time I got compliments on my skin, and I think it's very attributed to this Good Genes. This is gorgeous. It feels so nice. It's very liquidy. It just slides on, and you don't feel like it's doing anything. And then you realize, wow, my skin is perfect. Good Genes. But it's $110 friggin' dollars. I am a grad student with 3 jobs, not including YouTube, and I sell things on eBay. I don't have $110. So if you know something, I'm going to look up some lactic acid serums and see what I can find. Because I cannot justify paying $110. I know the VIB sale's coming up. I plan on purchasing some things. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can pay $110 for it. Even 15% off, it's going to be about $83. I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can, but I want to. I really want to. So if you know something that's cheaper, that's like Good Genes, tell me. And if you've been thinking about trying Good Genes and you have $110 to spend on your skincare, do it. Do it, do it, do it. I'm 24 years old. I know that some people, especially in this YouTube world, are like, I need to start my anti-aging. I'm 24 years old. I'm not that worried about anti-aging. I'm really not. I'm going to get older. That's okay with me. You know, I'm a scientist. I don't have to be pretty. I like to be pretty, but I don't have to be pretty. So I feel like it's hard for me to justify at this point in my life spending a bunch of money on skincare. But if you are older or you do have the money, if I was one of those YouTubers that made money on YouTube all the time and I had money to spend, I would buy it. The last one is another bougie product, and I did buy this. This is for my hair. Now I get a lot of questions on doing a hair care routine. I'm going to do it very, very soon. I'm not using it today, and you can probably tell. This is the best curl cream I have ever tried in my entire life. It's by Oribe, and this is their Crème for Style. This size was $4.20. The full size is $42 for 5 ounces. I bought it because it's so good. I love my hair. My hair, in case you don't know, it's obviously curly, but it's not naturally curly. It's permed. And I feel like my hair is always one of those things that it generally looks pretty good. And I feel like if you're not me, you probably think it looks good almost every day. But I definitely feel like I have good hair days and I have bad hair days. And this Crème for Style, I don't have bad hair days. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm about to get that liquid lipstick everywhere. I never have a bad hair day when I use this Crème for styling. $42 is kind of a lot, but this lasted me like 3 weeks. So I think I can get a lot of use out of that. And you know what? Certain things I'm willing to pay for. I think my hair is very noticeable, obviously. I have a lot of it and I love it. And if it makes me feel more confident, it makes me feel like every day is a good hair day, then it's worth $42. That's still like 1 1/3 the price. Like this little guy. I just want you so bad. Can't have you. Or 2 1/3. 130 times or percent, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I love it. And I think if you have curly hair and you have been like, you know, I've tried things from the drugstore. I've tried like middle range. I've tried a lot of things. Some of it works really nicely. Some of it I thought was my favorite. This is my favorite. If you have curly hair and you want it to look perfect every single day, try this. This was from my Birchbox. So that's it. Those are my favorites. Some of them have been a little bit longer lasting than others. Some of them are just this month. I hope you enjoyed this. I think I'm gonna go back to making monthly favorites. If you let me know how you feel about that. I know I have a giveaway going on right now. It's about to be over, so go ahead and enter. I'll leave that link down below as well. A lot of people are asking for monthly favorites. My most requested was a hair care video. That'll be done. And the skincare video, which I want to do, but I'm still looking for some things. I think I know my holy grails. I don't own them all right now, so I want to make sure I have everything perfect, and then I'll make a skincare video. Because I don't want to tell y'all that I'm using something and, you know, God forbid y'all go and buy it and we find something I like better. Like, I don't want to do that. But hair care, I feel pretty good about it, except for hairspray. I haven't found a hairspray I love. If you have a hairspray that you love, let your girl know. I like big hair, in case you can't tell. Bigger the hair, the closer to God. That's what I always say. So yeah, this is my video. It's a long one. Congratulations, you're on my channel. If you want to see something, let me know. If you have any requests, if you say, this is my favorite product, I would like you to try it, tell me. Because I love to try things that y'all requested. I have a list right now. I'm debating about what I'm going to get for this Sephora VIP sale. It really depends on how much money you have to spend. That's what I keep telling myself. So, just let me know. Let me know what's going on in your life. Talk to me. I love to talk to y'all. So, I hope you're having a great day. And I'll see you real soon. Bye.